Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Now, about 15 minutes ago, we just got the craziest bit of news that we have gotten this all-NBA offseason. And this is about to be one of the biggest trades that have gone down this decade. The Milwaukee Bucks have traded for star former Trailblazer point guard Damian Lillard. I can't believe it. You know, all this talk about Lillard to the Heat. He said Heat, no one else. Then there were some rumors about him to Philly. Lately it's been Toronto. But I did not see this coming out of all the destinations. I did not see him teaming up with back-to-back MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks are going to run their conference. This is absolutely crazy. Now, like I said before, when trading a player like Damian Lillard, there's got to be multiple teams involved due to the magnitude of his talent, and that did happen. The Portland Trailblazers received Drew Holiday in return, many picks, and DeAndre Ayton. So now the Suns, like it has been rumored that Suns are going to have that be the glue to this multiple way trade, and that did indeed happen. DeAndre Ayton was the piece to finalize the deal, and in return, the Phoenix Suns, I would say, got a fairly good haul in Yusuf Nurkic, Nasir Little, Keon Johnson, and I forget who else was in there, but it's absolutely crazy. Now, unfortunately, the one thing I don't like, but I won't complain. Grayson Allen. We got Grayson Allen as well. The Phoenix Suns got Grayson Allen, which is good because, I like him. I think just more role players. That bench is really coming along. But what I was saying was one thing that I didn't like was the fact that we gave up Toumani Camara, our second rounder. He's absolute dog, especially in the summer league. But, when we got a huge haul like that, it was worth it. But Ayton, bye-bye Ayton. I really don't have anything against him. I hit his time's up. I've wanted him gone for the past 3 years, ever since he had that fluke in the playoffs and his confrontation with Monty Williams. And, a lot of people are saying, well, Ayton, he's going to fit with Frank Vogel. He's not fitting in our defense. He's not a big rim protector, and that's what Frank Vogel wants. Obviously, we get that in Yusuf Nurkic. And I think the Suns walked out of here with a good deal. And especially Milwaukee walked out of there with a good deal. I mean, I think Milwaukee, the whole dynamic to their team has just changed. Okay, they don't need bench players. They don't need Drew Holiday. They had to move on from a guy like him, and there's nothing wrong with Drew Holiday. I think Drew Holiday fits on a in the right situation, and obviously he helped them major part in getting them their finals victory. But at the end of the day, you have to change and adapt, and pairing up two guys like that, Giannis and Dame, it's officially Dame time in Milwaukee. I mean, huge, huge trade out of all the destinations that has been rumored for Lillard. I did not expect this one. And Portland, they didn't walk out with anything special. I could be wrong. I mean, Drew Holiday, Ayton, Toumani Camara, and picks. Maybe for the future, I could see that being a helpful, those picks, handful of picks. That'll be helpful in the future. But Drew Holiday, like I said, he's good in the right situation. Portland is not the right situation. Ayton, okay, both of those players combined are not doing what Dame has done in Portland. So, obviously, I think when you trade a player like Damian Lillard, you're not going to get, you're not going to get the Paul George type trade. That's one of the few times that a team has walked out extremely victorious on trading a star player. You look at the past times that players have been traded, star players, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving especially, that trade was dog. Just don't see any way that trade will pay off But then again, in that situation, you have to get rid of him. So it's kind of take it or leave it. Durant, you could make an argument that was a good trade. But again, none of those players, even Mikal, I love Mikal Bridges, I love Cam Johnson, none of those players are replacing the production of Kevin Durant. But again, absolutely huge. I cannot believe that this has gone down. This is crazy. I mean, we're going to see Damian Lillard with Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's a pair of teammates that's scary. And like I said, I mean, it looked like it just from the looks of it, and I'm pretty sure I got all the details down. This was a solid trade all around, except for Portland. The Bucks got to steal. I think the Suns got to steal. They needed to move on from Ayton, and they got Yusuf Nurkic, who you can make an argument that Yusuf Nurkic is just as good as DeAndre Ayton. Maybe not offensively, but then you got 3 more players who I think could fit and fill out our bench, which if people have been saying that the Suns are going to be doomed because of our thin bench. But I don't think you can make that argument anymore, especially with the players we've picked up on during the offseason and now this trade. So huge news. I'm sure we're going to see, hear some more things as time goes on, but I just wanted to capture it right now. This is huge. So that's going to be it. There's not much more to say. I mean, obviously, I can't even describe it. With everyone in that East, I think now the Bucks can truly contend. And not that they weren't contending before, but I didn't think that they had what it takes to return to that championship level, but now I do. Giannis has got a reason to stay. Dame has got a reason to be happy. If Dame plays like the Dame we know, which he will, he's not declining. He's going to play like Damian Lillard. Giannis is going to play like Giannis. And the Bucks are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And the Suns, I mean, I think the Suns, no, they didn't get some huge trade or huge player. They got what they needed, though. And that's the biggest thing. You got what you needed. You got what fits the team. You've got Yusuf Nurkic, a guy you can make an argument who is just as good as Ayton. And I think you're not going to have much trouble replacing his production. You've got Bol is with him. And then, again, those bench players to fill out. And they're not just any bench players. Keon Johnson, I think, is someone who's going to develop to be pretty decent. Nasir Little, nothing too big there, but again, filling out that role. Grayson Allen with his perimeter shooting. That's, again, I think the Suns walked out with a major W, and obviously the Bucks. I mean, wow. They are truly something to be feared. And that's going to do it. I'm sure everyone else is excited and just blown away by all this. But it's going to already be shaping up to be a very big season and exciting one to watch. So, I mean, I'm looking forward. This is big news that we're going to be talking about for a long time now. Thank you and have a good rest of your day.